We think about those phones with the big numbers, and sometimes people are like, oh, goodness, that's for those older people. That's not me. But hey, they can really help us and make life a little bit easier. So using those items and those tools that are available, again, let's make our lives easier and use what's available to us.
Assistive technology can help everyone, but it's especially beneficial for people with disabilities or older adults. Without assistive technology, Kansas State University Extension Specialist in Adult Development and Aging, Erin Martinez, says the people may feel excluded and isolated, which increases the impact and risk of disease, disability, and mental well-being. She's developed a new fact sheet, Assistive Technology Basics, that covers why the technology is so important, what kind of assistive technology is right for each individual, where to find it, how to pay for it, and examples of some assistive technology. On today's Sound Living, making daily tasks easier with assistive technology. Sound Living is a weekly public affairs program produced by Research and Extension at Kansas State University. I'm Jeff Wichman. Martinez says there are thousands of assistive technology devices that can be bought or made at home, and knowing where to start can be overwhelming. Erin, you've been working on a new publication on assistive technology, and really a lot of this is basic information, but as I was discovering, a lot of information that I didn't really know about assistive technology.
Yeah, so assistive technology sounds complicated, but it's really not. The typical definition of it is that any tool or technology that helps a person complete those daily tasks with ease and efficiency. So that's sort of what we're looking at, is anything that's making our lives easier throughout the day can be considered assistive technology.
And there are really a number of people in the U.S. that need assistive technology.
Absolutely. So even I use assistive technology every day, and I have very capable physical mobility, but there's so many things available that can just make our lives easier. For example, just using a step stool to reach a higher shelf makes it easier and is a more safe way to reach that upper shelf, and that's something that I use daily in my pantry.
Yeah, and we're both wearing glasses, so we know that those are also assistive technology in a sense.
Absolutely. They certainly are. I mean, they help us see more clearly and be able to move about our day in a safer way. It's the same thing with hearing aids as well, or other, sensory aids that help us sort of discover our environment in the safest ways possible. So all of those things can be considered assistive technology.
I think one thing we often forget is sometimes the fact that this can be something that's really low-tech, like just a simple grabber, or something that's high-tech.
Yeah, so the term assistive technology sounds, I think, super high-tech, but it's really not. It certainly can be. But like you said, assistive technology can range from wearing glasses or even using hearing aids to using a step stool to, larger devices that are sort of robotic and help people move and do these really new and unique things. So something as simple as installing a lever handle in your home instead of a doorknob, that's a fairly inexpensive fix that is an excellent use of assistive technology.
So that might be for someone who has arthritis developing.
Yes, absolutely. So when you have the traditional rounded doorknob, that can be a lot more difficult to grasp and really maintain that grasp in order to turn that in a comfortable way when you have arthritis. And so thinking about that lever door handle, sort of that one that's a horizontal bar, that's something that you can really press down rather easily and get some sort of grip on without having to focus on that more circular, tougher grip.
That turning motion can be difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. So not only with our fingers, but also within our wrists and thinking about, our joints and our muscles and all of those things combined can really impact our ability to open a door.
How do we know what kind of technology would be right for us?
Yeah, so there's a lot of options available. Of course, you can always start doing some online searching, or with this new publication and resources, the Extension Office is a great resource. We have a lot of new assistive technology devices that you can try out. But then there's also things to consider, such as talking with your primary care physician or even visiting a home medical supply shop in your community They oftentimes have a wonderful selection of assistive technology devices, or they can show you catalogs or help guide you in the right direction. Physical therapists, occupational therapists, there's a lot of folks that have great knowledge about assistive technology, and we should be taking advantage of that.
This would maybe be for something that we do quite often throughout the week where we need help with something. Is that kind of how we start thinking about maybe I could do this in a more simple way, an easier way?
Absolutely. So thinking about those things, just as you were mentioning, what is a little bit more challenging now in my life that maybe previously was not? What are those things that I'm struggling with a bit more? What's uncomfortable, or maybe sort of what's causing me pain? So for example, if, turning that doorknob is causing pain and is getting a lot more difficult, there's options to consider that we can really make that easier. And a lot of times those can be free, very low cost or inexpensive, especially for those day-to-day things that we experience as a part of typical aging.
Yeah, one of those that I'm thinking of is just our grip strength seems to diminish as we get older. And sometimes just getting, the lid off the spaghetti jar or the pickle jar can be a problem.
Yeah, so something as simple as those little gripper pads that we can pick up at, various places. And sometimes people are giving them away for free as, marketing materials. I have one of those from a local bank, and we use it all the time to open our jars. And so that's a little piece of assistive technology. But then there's also things that you can purchase at the store that is more of a lever type of mechanism to help you open jars as well.
I think maybe another thing we often forget is the fact that there may be some assistance available to purchase some of these items.
Yeah, so oftentimes we don't realize that this assistance is available from our insurance providers. So if you have your sort of benefits bulletin, take a look through that, see what you can find. But also call your insurance company and ask them, what sort of things could be covered through insurance to help with my day-to-day life, to help with covering assistive technology. Then you can also think about if you have a health savings account or a flexible spending account through your insurance or another mechanism, those can oftentimes be used to pay for assistive technology as well. So whether that's a bath or shower chair or something more complex, oftentimes our health savings account and maybe even insurance will help cover that.
Medicare is also another option?
Absolutely. So we see a lot more things being covered with Medicare because that is a benefit that is prioritizing the older adult population.
Some of this is also designed to keep people in their homes longer, right?
Absolutely. So that's one of the main goals of assistive technology is really being able to keep people in their homes longer, maintain that independence and that sort of mobility and just overall sort of emotional well-being and safety of being in your home. And so we know that that is a wonderful place to be. That's where people want to be. And it saves a lot of money when we're thinking about assistive care or moving into long-term care facilities. So if we can implement these lower-cost assistive technologies, we can stay in our homes longer in a lot of cases.
A lot of times these are things that family members might notice, and if they're looking for gifts, that's a great option too, is, hey, I could really use this or I could use that, and they can purchase it for them.
Yes. I love the idea of gifts that are useful, that are going to benefit people in some way, that's not just going to collect dust on the shelf. And this is a great thing to consider for an older adult loved one, for a gift, or just a special surprise of, hey, I found this really new and unique little handy device. Let's try it out.
Sometimes communities also will have a place where you can go if you just need something short term, you can maybe either rent it or just borrow it.
Yeah, so a lot of home medical supply stores may offer these rental types of services. I know we used that when my dad was nearing his end of life, and we were able to rent those and borrow some things, and so that was just wonderful. But there's a lot of other organizations that carry these items and loan them out, whether that's a faith-based organization or other community-based organization. There's a lot of opportunities if you just seek them out and talk with the right people and try and find those good resources.
One of the things I really enjoyed from the publication was a graphic that talks about the examples of assistive technology, and you really broke it down into different areas. And you talked about in the kitchen, around the house, dressing and bathing, mobility, communication, prosthetics and orthotics, cognition and memory, and even if you're at work or on the farm, a lot of different things to consider. Maybe just talk about in the kitchen, because I think a lot of us spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and it's something we have to do.
Yeah, so we were really hoping to break these down into these categories for those things that we're doing day to day, and then give folks ideas of what types of things are out there. What are some things that I could pull together? So in the kitchen, thinking about cutting boards that have those little rubber grips on them, or even those that have these little tiny spikes on them on the top that you can sort of put your food on and it holds it in place. That can make things a lot easier when we're preparing our foods. Also thinking about, the actual process of eating and non-skid plates and bowls. Maybe for folks who have unsteady hands, or, we're starting to have just some more challenges with keeping our plate or bowl steady and safe. That's a really great idea, whether you're actually purchasing a non-skid plate or bowl, or you're using one of those non-skid little mats to put under the items that you're using.
What about for at work or on the farm?
So at work or on the farm, there's a lot of really great technologies that are out there, such as thinking about ergonomic workstations, modified tractor stairs, or skid steer platforms. So a lot of things that can be a bit more expensive, a bit more complex, but they make a really big difference, especially when we're thinking about health and safety. And there's a lot of agricultural resources out there to help with just learning about those things, but also with helping to identify where you can get those and perhaps receive some help with financially supporting that.
And those anti-fatigue mats is on there, and that's something that we have in our kitchen, but also be nice if you're at one of those stand-up workstations.
Absolutely, and those are a critical sort of tool to helping our bodies stay in a good posture and, not having that incredible sort of force almost on our joints when we're in those persistent standing positions. So something as simple as that can really make a big difference. And I know people who are working in those types of professions, and they swear by their anti-fatigue mat.
One of the things I'm seeing a lot more around the house are those robots that do the vacuuming for you.
Yeah, so even that is considered an assistive technology that really helps with that day-to-day housework, keeping things clean. Even when we're thinking about those items and we're thinking about all of those things that it's picking up that can actually help to prevent falls in the home as well. So it's not only helping us sort of get that vacuuming done, but it's also helping keep our spaces clean and tidy.
And of course, the bathroom, we often think about the grab bars, and we also think about, non-skid mats and things like that. That's another thing that we might consider.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good items in the bathroom that we can use. So thinking about long-handled sponges or something that can help us wash our bodies in an easier way. Thinking about even large-handled toothbrushes and toothpaste squeezers, thinking about that arthritis and sort of that fine mobility can be more challenging. Even something as sort of unique as an automatic soap dispenser. Oftentimes we see those in the bathrooms at public spaces. Having one of those at home would be really neat and sort of just a simple little thing that can help make it easier.
And on the communication side, one of the things that I really liked was the talk-to-text devices and just getting a phone that has the big numbers.
Yeah, so, we think about those phones with the big numbers, and sometimes people are like, oh, goodness, that's for those older people. That's not me. But hey, they can really help us and make life a little bit easier. So using those items and those tools that are available, again, let's make our lives easier and use what's available to us. Assistive technology is really such a powerful tool that we can all be utilizing within our daily lives. But when we're thinking about our older adult loved ones or folks with different abilities and how we can help make their lives easier, maybe peeking through this publication will give you some ideas of how you can help your parents as well.
That's Kansas State University Extension Specialist in Adult Development and Aging, Erin Martinez, with information on the benefits of assistive technology. Sound Living is a weekly public affairs program produced by Research and Extension at Kansas State University. I'm Jeff Wichman, and this is the K-State Radio Network.